After surviving the deadly dungeon, JinWoo wakes up in a hospital bed, his body aching but miraculously alive. Confusion clouds his mind as he tries to piece together what happened. Memories of the dungeon flood back the statues, the blood, and the system's voice. JinWoo notices his leg, once severed, is now healed. A strange energy courses through him, stronger than ever before. A familiar chime rings in his mind. Player status update. Full recovery complete. Strength increased by 10 points. JinWoo's eyes widen. The system, it's real. He's no longer the weakest hunter. Lee Joo-hee enters the room, her eyes filled with relief. She tells JinWoo that Uncle Kim survived but is in critical condition. They owe their lives to JinWoo's bravery in the dungeon. JinWoo clenches his fist, determination in his eyes. He vows to use this new power to protect everyone. But then, the system chimes again. New quest available. Begin your journey. To be continued. Back in the hospital, JinWoo hesitates to accept the system's new quest, still overwhelmed by his new powers. But the system doesn't waiter. Blinding light engulfs him, and he's teleported to a scorching desert. The desert stretches endlessly before JinWoo, the sun burning his skin. Sandstorms whip around him, and he struggles to stand. A chilling realization hits him. This is the system's punishment for refusing the quest. From the dunes, a massive sand scorpion emerges, its stinger gleaming with venom. JinWoo grips his dagger, his heart racing. The system's voice echoes, survive the desert trial to return. He has no choice but to fight. The scorpion lunges, but JinWoo dodges with newfound speed, his body moving faster than ever. He strikes back, his dagger slicing through the beast's armor. For the first time, JinWoo feels the system's power coursing through him. As the scorpion collapses, JinWoo stands tall, realizing the true potential of his new powers. The system chimes again. Trial progress, 10%. Continue to survive. What dangers await in the desert? To be continued. Determined to master his new powers, JinWoo steps into a new dungeon, a dark cave glowing with an eerie red light. The air feels heavy, and danger lurks in every shadow. JinWoo moves cautiously through the cave, his dagger ready. The walls are etched with ancient runes, pulsing with energy. Suddenly, a deep growl echoes a predator is near. From the darkness, a massive red-furred wolf emerges, its eyes blazing with fury. The beast's fur glows like fire, and its claws scrape the ground, ready to strike. JinWoo braces himself for a fierce battle. The red wolf lunges with terrifying speed, but JinWoo's enhanced agility kicks in. He dodges and counters with a swift slash. The wolf howls in pain, but it's far from defeated, its fiery fur igniting the cave. As the battle rages, the system chimes defeat the red flame wolf to earn a rare reward. JinWoo grits his teeth, his determination burning brighter than the wolf's flames. What will happen next? To be continued. In the glowing cave, Song JinWoo faces the red flame wolf, its fiery fur lighting up the darkness. With a determined glare, JinWoo tightens his grip on his dagger, ready to test his new powers. The red flame wolf charges with blazing speed, its claws slashing through the air. But JinWoo moves faster, his enhanced agility letting him dodge effortlessly. He strikes back with a precise slash, drawing first blood. The wolf's flames flare up in rage, but JinWoo remains calm. With a single, powerful thrust, he pierces the beast's heart. The red flame wolf collapses, its fiery fur dimming as it lets out a final howl. A chime rings in JinWoo's mind, quest complete. Defeat the red flame wolf. Reward, flame-resistant cloak. A glowing cloak materializes in his hands, its fabric shimmering with fiery energy. JinWoo smirks, feeling stronger than ever. The system chimes again. New quest. Clear the dungeon's core. A menacing roar echoes deeper in the cave. What's next for JinWoo? To be continued. With the red flame wolf defeated, Song JinWoo ventures deeper into the dungeon, his new flame-resistant cloak glowing faintly. The air grows colder, and the cave walls pulse with an ominous energy. Shadows shift in the darkness as glowing red eyes appear shadow hounds. A pack of sleek black wolves with razor-sharp fangs lunges at JinWoo, their howls echoing through the cave. JinWoo moves like a blur, his enhanced speed overwhelming the shadow hounds. He slashes through the pack with deadly precision, their shadowy forms dissolving into black mist with each strike. With the shadow hounds defeated, JinWoo presses forward, reaching a massive chamber. At its center, a glowing red crystal pulses the dungeon core, but a dark, towering figure emerges, guarding the core. The system chimes. Quest update. Defeat the core guardian to clear the dungeon. JinWoo clenches his dagger, facing the shadowy giant. A new battle begins. What will happen next? To be continued. Deep within the dungeon, Song JinWoo stands before the dungeon core, its red crystal pulsing with dark energy. But a towering shadow giant emerges, the core guardian. Its glowing red eyes lock onto JinWoo, and a deep, rumbling voice echoes through the chamber. Intruder, you will perish here. JinWoo grips his dagger tightly, his eyes narrowing with determination. He dashes forward with incredible speed, his body a blur as he weaves through Ku's attacks. With a powerful strike, he slashes at Ku's shadowy form, dark mist spilling from the wound as the giant roars in pain. Enraged, Ku summons shadowy tendrils from the ground, lashing out at JinWoo with deadly force. The tendrils whip through the air, but JinWoo's enhanced senses let him predict their movements. He dodges and counters with a flurry of strikes, each hit weakening the giant as the dungeon core glow begins to flicker. The system chimes. Core Guardian health, 50%. JinWoo smirks, his confidence growing. But Ku lets out a deafening roar, its power surging. The real battle is just beginning to be continued. The battle rages on as Song JinWoo clashes with Ku, the Core Guardian. Core's shadowy tendrils lash out with deadly force, but JinWoo's enhanced speed and senses let him dodge every strike. His flame-resistant cloak glowing brightly in the chaos. Ku staggers, its shadowy form crumbling as JinWoo delivers a final, devastating blow. The Core Guardian collapses into a pile of dark mist, and the dungeon core shatters with a blinding explosion. The entire cave trembling as the dungeon begins to collapse around JinWoo. A chime rings in JinWoo's mind. Quest complete. Defeat the Core Guardian. Dungeon cleared. Reward, Shadow Blade. A sleek, black dagger materializes in his hand, its blade shimmering with dark energy. JinWoo smirks, feeling the power of his new weapon as the system congratulates him on his victory. The system chimes again. New quest. Hunt the hidden predator. A chilling growl echoes from the shadows. What new danger awaits JinWoo in the collapsing dungeon? To be continued. After days of recovery, Song JinWoo is finally cleared to leave the hospital. The doctors are amazed at his miraculous healing, unaware of the system's power coursing through him. JinWoo gathers his belongings, his mind racing with thoughts of his new abilities. JinWoo arrives home, the familiar sight of his small apartment bringing a sense of calm. He sits on his bed, staring at his hands, still feeling the power of the system within him. Memories of the dungeon, the red flame wolf, and Ku flash through his mind. He knows this is just the beginning of his journey. A familiar chime interrupts his thoughts. The system's voice echoes in his mind. Quest reminder. Hunt the hidden predator. Time limit, 3 days. JinWoo's eyes narrow with determination. He grips the shadow blade he earned, its dark energy resonating with his own power, ready to face whatever comes next. JinWoo stands up, his resolve stronger than ever. The path of a player is dangerous, but he's ready to rise. What is the hidden predator, and where will it lead him? To be continued. To gather resources and intel for his new quest, Song JinWoo takes on a job as a miner, joining a team heading into a low-rank dungeon. The team sets up their tools, unaware of the hidden dangers lurking deeper within the rocky caverns. As the team digs deeper, they uncover a strange tunnel lined with claw marks and sticky residue. JinWoo's senses heighten. He recognizes the signs of an ant dungeon. The air grows heavy with the scent of danger, and faint chittering sounds echo in the distance. Suddenly, the ground trembles as giant ants burst from the tunnel, their razor-sharp mandibles snapping ferociously. The miners scream in panic, unprepared for the attack. JinWoo steps forward, gripping his shadow blade, ready to protect the team and face the monstrous insects. JinWoo moves like a shadow, his blade slicing through the giant ants with deadly precision. Their tough exoskeletons crack under his attacks, and the miners watch in awe as he fights. The system chimes quest update. Hidden predator located. Eliminate the Ant Queen to complete the quest. JinWoo stands amidst the fallen ants, his gaze fixed on the tunnel's depths. A louder, more menacing, chittering echoes. The Ant Queen is near. What challenges await in the heart of the ant dungeon? To be continued. Song JinWoo leads the terrified miners deeper into the ant dungeon, determined to find the Ant Queen and complete his quest. The tunnels grow darker, the air thicker with the stench of insects, as the chittering of giant ants grows louder around them. With the swarm defeated, JinWoo presses forward, leading the team to a massive chamber filled with glowing eggs, the Ant Queen's nest. A deafening screech echoes as the Ant Queen emerges, its massive form towering over them, its eyes glowing with rage, ready to defend its colony. JinWoo grips his shadow blade, ready to face the Ant Queen, but the miners panic. One of them shouts, "We can't fight that thing, let's go." In their fear, they push JinWoo forward as a distraction and flee, leaving him alone to face the monstrous queen as the tunnel entrance collapses behind them. Betrayed and trapped, JinWoo faces the Ant Queen alone, its mandibles snapping with fury. His eyes burn with determination. He'll make them pay later. But first, he must survive this battle. To be continued.